Senior Uttar Pradesh Minister of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Sidharth Nath Singh, joins me. Sidharth Nath Singh, how do we describe this law? Is this a law against love jihad, or what you call love jihad, or the prohibition of religion conversion law? Let's get it very clear. What exactly are you seeking to achieve?
Well, it's a prohibition of unlawful activities which are being happening in many parts of India, but since we are referring to Uttar Pradesh, but in Uttar Pradesh also. And therefore, this was something which even the High Court, Allahabad High Court, took notice of, and they also spoke about it. And we have brought an ordinance so as to ensure there is a law and order, and there is issues which are forceful conversions or portions are there, allurements are there. All these cases which get reported are then strictly followed as per the law.
Okay, but Mr. Sidharth Nath Singh, Article 18 of the Constitution says everyone has the right to freedom of thought, conscience and religion. This right includes the freedom to change his or her religion or belief and freedom. I want to understand, how does this law fit in with the constitutional right of any individual to practice whatever religion or marry whoever he or she wants?
Well, you also know, Rajdeep, that the Constitution also protects that you will not be forced by anyone for conversion. So forceful conversion is something which is not allowed as per the Constitution. Therefore, what we have seen, despite that, there have been cases, many of them which are being reported, and in that case, you do need a special law to protect the particularly under the forceful religion conversions that are taking place. So there you do need a special kind of a law which has been brought in.
No, you're saying you need a special law. Under the law, my question is, what is the need for the law? Because already, let's assume, sir, there's conversion through cheating or force. Section 420 of the IPC provides maximum 7 years jail for cheating. So therefore, you could have gone under the existing laws. What is the need for this? Critics are saying that this is an attempt. Critics are saying this is an attempt to prevent interfaith marriages and, in a way, a dog whistle to target minorities. What is wrong if a Muslim boy and a Hindu girl marry?
That's been, Rajdeep, that's been always the case. Whenever BJP brings something, they always say, oh, it is anti-Muslims, it is communal, all these things we keep hearing. But at the end of the day, we do also know there are many cases which are being reported, despite the law being existing, that there has been a forceful allurement cases are happening, portions are happening, people do come to know about the religion and then they are punished if you do not convert. So all these things do get reported. So you do need a better law to protect that. That's all. So India does have many laws, we also know, but all the laws do need certain changes with the time to come, and certain things have been observed. So you do need to improvise and improve upon it.
No, the worry, Mr. Sidharth Nath Singh, and this is true with various laws, is the ample scope for misuse and the excessive powers that it confers on the police force, for example, the local police, to, in a way, arrest any individual. I just want to understand, are you all aware, where are the safeguards in this law? The worry about the law, what is the safeguard? Please tell me the safeguard.
That's exactly what we have looked into very carefully. Someone who are emotionally attached and they are adult, they need to, and the girl agrees to convert. So there is a provision that you can go to district magistrate before conversion and give an application, and district magistrate will dispose of that frame, very short time frame, and you can convert and you get the protection under the law. You can even, there is a provision which has been brought in that yes, tomorrow you get married, you do convert, but then within a time frame you go to the district magistrate, give an apply post conversion, and within a short time period you do, then all the hearing is done, and then she is given the protection. So all those provisions have been brought in so that the misuse doesn't happen by the law enforcement agency. The misuse doesn't happen by false representative or fraudulent practices.
Are you, at the core of it, are you saying that you all have no faith in young women? I'm not talking about a 15-year-old, 16-year-old a minor. I'm talking about 19, 20, 21-year-old women who of their own choice may fall in love with another man from another community. The question is, at the end of the day, do you believe that this crime, and I use the word crime, is so widespread of cheating and inducement and falsification of identities that it needed a separate law? That's the question.
Yes, certainly.
Did it really?
Certainly,
Is it so? Is
yes,
it really
is.
so widespread?
It's not. Yes, it is getting widespread. That's exactly. I'll give you a case. I'll read it out to you. Abdullah creates a Facebook ID with the name of Aman Chaudhary. Abdullah uses a wig to trap a minor girl. He kidnaps her and rapes her. When police caught him, they found that he already had 3 wives and 4 kids. That's happened in Meerut. Should I give another one to you?
No, but that under IPC, sir, under IPC, a case like that could have been easily resolved.
No,
Why do you need a separate
it's all
law?
bailable. That's exactly what you're unable to understand. If it is within the punishment is within a 7 years, it is all bailable. It's a non-bailable offense that we have brought in under the ordinance. So there is a provision which has been brought in which is harsher than what it was existing. The idea is always under a law is to bring a law is to become a deterrent. The idea is deterrent, not to punish unnecessarily. But and there are problems in the community which happen just because of this. So there are issues. Therefore, a law which was existing, but it wasn't a very special focused one. It has been brought together with a harsher conditions and more specific towards it.
You know, the reason I'm also saying this is because you're giving instances, but in response to a question in the Lok Sabha, the Centre on February 5th, 2020 admitted that the concept of love jihad was not officially defined under existing laws. Thus, no such case has been reported by the central agencies. I'm trying to understand, therefore, are you saying now that after February 2 compared to November, the situation has so dramatically changed that you need this law?
Well, you are referring to the State Minister.
Yes.
He may have referred it in the definition of love jihad. Love jihad is not a definition which has been brought in. It was something which was used in 2009. Now, that definition he may be defining. I can't really answer for him because what was the question? But yes, there are cases, and the cases are there which have been reported to the police. There are cases which have gone even to the Allahabad court. And therefore, the Allahabad High Court, the judges have reported it and spoken about love jihad. So it's not that something that we have come out of box or created just for the heck of it.
No, you're not worried that it will disrupt communal harmony on the ground as is being suggested by the Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot?
The problem, Rajiv, sorry to say, but the problem has been that the communal harmony was already being disturbed because of this forceful act, but people call it a secularism. Now, today you bring a law to strengthen it and so that it doesn't happen. Something was already happening. Something was already taking place and there was a communal tension happening because of it. Now, you step forward to control it. That has been called communal. I can't really understand this.
Sir, I'll tell you what, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath a few months ago or a few days ago had used the Hindu funeral chant, Ram Naam Satya Hai. He had said, we will bring an effective law. It is my warning to those who play with the honor and dignity of sisters and daughters by hiding their real names and identities. If they do not mend their ways, their Ram Naam Satya journey will start. My worry is this not this entire law is coming at a time when there seems to be an element of threat, an element of sort of hatred. That's the worry. Nobody's saying you cannot act against any case of cheating, fraudulence, but the atmosphere that has been created somehow is Muslim men are somehow or the other trying to induce Hindu women.
Well, let's go back. Let's go back and rationally think about it. Yogi Adityanath ji mentioned this, which is true, but it was mentioned after the Allahabad High Court. They took notice and spoke about it. And what he said is absolutely right. It's a walk the talk. He said, yes, I will bring it. And he's brought it. So this is something to protect and bring more harmony towards it. Why should one be looking at it in a different way?
Sir, I've just got from a top lawyer, and he just told me, please tell Sidharth Nath Singh that cheating is also non-bailable and cognizable. So you already have an offense. under existing. My point is, what is the need for a new law?
It's the tenure. I'm not a lawyer, but it's the tenure which is less than 7 years becomes bailable. If it is beyond 7 years, the cognizance is taken, it becomes non-bailable, it's not easy to get a bail. So there is a deterrent towards it, something which if you say it was existing was not good enough to stop this activity of love jihad happening in the country, in the state of Uttar Pradesh. So it's something which has been done to bring harmony in the community, to bring freedom of religion also. You can't force, Rajiv, I will give you more cases if you wish to. Sonbhadra, I'll give you another case from Sonbhadra. There are so many cases where the girl has been cheated, she has been given a Hindu man's name, then she finds out and then she is forced. There are cases which relates to even IS, where she has been asked to convert and work for IS. So there are a number of cases which have been reported. So let's not say that it is something which is being done just for the heck of it, for political reason. There are many examples in the state of Uttar Pradesh and in India, which is certainly creating a communal tension.
Sidharth Nath Singh ji, you come from Allahabad. Today the Allahabad High Court reiterated persons' right to live with people of their choice irrespective of religion. The court was hearing a petition filed by a couple, Salamat Ansari and Priyanka Kharwar, who tied the knot on 19th August 2019. So the Allahabad High Court is very clearly saying it's the right people's right to choose. I want to choose to marry anyone. You can't decide. The government. Why should the government decide?
Government is not stopping. Government stopping.
So if the parents of the girl, sir, I'll give you an example. You're giving me example. What if the parents of the girl?
Razi, please explain to me where in the ordinance the government is stopping.
Sir,
government is not stopping.
Sir, the fear.
Government is saying. The fear is what? The government is not stopping. They are actually protecting the right of religion. By saying that please go to the DM, if you want to convert, do convert. Let all the pressures of the society be there. But if you two are adult, you want to convert, go rightfully, convert, and there's no problem after that.
I'll tell you what
so that's what the government is saying.
Sir, Sidharth Nath Singh, I appreciate that, but I'll tell you what the practical problem is. The practical, let's say the girl's parents are against the marriage. They will tomorrow then use their influence in the local community or with the administration or with the police to have the man arrested. And with these stringent provisions, the man will be perhaps helpless. That's the worry. The scope for misuse is the worry, sir.
Where is the misuse? The misuse can be otherwise also. Those people who are well connected can still be doing it. So let's not go. Those two people can go legally to the district high court, the district magistrate, and nobody else will dispose of, but the district magistrate will dispose of the case. This is a senior officer, an IS officer. Sir. And from there, they get the protection. So there is a provision which has been brought for a protection. Those who really want to, have a marriage, and in that marriage, you want to convert also.
The final question, and I want to just ask you this to get complete clarity. There is a sense that this law is focused at the end of the day on the whole issue of conversions. Is it conversions for the specific purpose of marriage itself? Or are you somewhere or the other sending out a signal that the government of Uttar Pradesh is against interreligious marriages?
No, certainly not. It is not that there are people, we are against the interreligious marriage. There are two adults, you want to get married. There is a way you should go so that there is no tension in the society. Even anybody complains about it, two adults have agreed about it. So there is a protection given by the government. At the same time, it is very enshrined in the constitution that people can convert, but you cannot have a forceful or a cheatful or allurement or fraudulent basis of conversion. So that's what something is there, but that's been given a special provision under and giving a special teeth.
Okay. We'll leave it there, Sidharth Nath Singh. You are insisting, you're defending the law and saying that you have enough safeguards to prevent its misuse. The critics will continue to say that this is some kind of a dog whistle that is targeting minorities. Two views. I appreciate your joining me here at the top and explaining the government's position. Thank you very much. Sidharth Nath Singh of the Uttar Pradesh government there on the new law, prohibition of religious conversion law of so-called love jihad.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.